In a previous video, I talked about the process of getting Zimbabwean citizenship for our children, which is the same process for anyone else who needs Zimbabwean citizenship from descent. And when I talked about it, I had ended where I said the children get a birth record, and essentially that means they've got Zimbabwean citizenship, which does not turn out to be correct according to what I was told later on. So I'm going to tell you what I've been told, and you can compare with what actually happened on the ground. So the process after getting the birth record, I'm going to talk to you about this process while I'm making some mulberry jam. I went to my sister's house and picked some mulberries, and this is the process of making jam. If you want the recipe, you will find it in the description link below. So after we got the birth record, I then applied for IDs, Zimbabwean IDs for children above 16. Children above 16 need ID. So you have to wake up very early. You have to stand in the queue and you get numbers. They only give 100 IDs a day, or process 100 IDs a day. So when you stand in the queue in the morning, you get numbers 1 to 100, and those are the only people served on that day. So if you do eventually get a place, whenever you get a place, because you have to wake up super early, and it turns out that there's some people who actually sleep in the queue, and some people pay people to sleep in the queue. Obviously that's not allowed, but this is what happens. So anyway, you get your ID, you get it processed, and then after the ID process, which is a long process, it involves getting photos done and also fingerprints. Then the next step after that, they said, I went to renew my children's visas, and then I asked about what I need to do to get something more permanent rather than going every month to go and renew their visas. So the other option I was told is citizenship. And then I was like, but you said citizenship is already when they have the birth records. But they said, no, that's not it. After you get the ID, the next process is to get the passport. You need to have the passport according to the person who told me. I haven't read this up and I have not looked up anywhere else. So she said, when you apply for the Zimbabwean passport, now you can, since you've got the ID. If the child above 16, of course, under 16s, you can still apply for their passport with their then ID because they don't need one. You then go back to the immigration and you then ask for dual citizenship application, and that costs $500 each. When you get that, then you get a stamp, a permanent residency stamp stamped into their British passports, and then they have dual citizenship. Otherwise, every month they have to keep on going back to get the 1 month stay, and the 1 month stay is free. So when you get to the airport, you get 30 days stay. After those 30 days, if you exceed it, you have a fine. I don't remember the penalty, but before you get the penalty, to avoid the penalty, you have to go and renew your stay. You can do this for free at the immigration offices. You just go there, fill in a form, and you get an extra 30 days. You can do this for 3 months. After 3 months now, you can still go and extend your stay, but it will cost you $20 a month for 3 months. After that, it will be $100 a month, but I don't know for how long. The $100, is it continuous, or it's also for another 3 months, like the free one and the $20 one? So $20 will be each child or each person. You're going to renew that. The other option is to enroll a child in a school if you want them to stay for longer. So you find a place. The school has to be registered with the Ministry of Education and fulfill certain things. They said most of the information has to come from the school. So when your child is enrolled in the school, then you take the enrollment papers and other information that's required. For this process is $100 a year for a student visa. Renewed annually, yes, it's only for a year. You pay $100 and then It's definitely a cheaper option than dual citizenship. So if your child is in school, this is something that you can consider. There are other options, but for that you can go on the immigration website. These are the ones that were available for me and the options that I needed. So yeah, so my jam is ready. I'm going to put some on some sourdough bread. I bake my own sourdough bread as well when I can. I love baking, and thanks for watching, and see you again in another video.